Thanks for joining us on the news tonight. It appears the last is yet to be heard in the Benue State All Progressives Congress as the National Working Committee of the party has sacked the state chairman, Augustine Agada, and other members of his team. This development comes despite an exparte order by the State High Court directing the national leadership not to remove Mr. Agada and other officials until the expiration of their 4-year tenure and pending the hearing of the application. The National Working Committee, led by its national chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, inaugurated a 7-man caretaker committee headed by Benjamin Omale and Ben Angwe, secretary. The committee is to take over the affairs of the party in Benue State for 6 months. James Ongoga is a member of the newly constituted caretaker committee. He joins me on the news at 10. A very interesting development in Benue, Mr. Ongoga. Are you concerned that there is a court order that is asking that your appointment shouldn't hold in the first place? Mr. Ongoga, I'm asking if you are concerned about the exparte order that was specific about the national leadership not removing Mr. Agada and other officials. Let's get back to that conversation in the course of this bulletin.
And I suppose the order came when the National Secretariat had already taken a decision to dissolve the Benue ESCO, and it was indeed dissolved before the order came. So I am not disturbed about that. And whatever it is left for the National Secretariat of our party to handle.
What is the way forward right now, considering the interpretation of the Benue politics? You know what they say, that where two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. What do you consider the priority for this caretaker committee?
Well, our priority, I'm speaking as a member of the caretaker committee, and our priority right now is how to make the APC in Benue more formidable, more united, and winning more. I keep telling people that given a free and fair election in Benue, the APC would always win. And when this intra-party crisis erupted early this year, I was of the opinion that it is better we toe the path of peace than the path of disintegration that led to us having 2 factions in the state. And I'm so pleased that the National Secretariat of our party has decided to put the 2 factions aside and to come up with a caretaker committee that will take leadership of the party and indeed bring the party back to its own winning ways. So the major concern of this caretaker committee is to bring about unity, because that is the only thing we lack for now in our party. We have enough membership. It's just for us to synergize. It's just for us to work together, and then we'll be the party to beat in Benue any day.
What happens now to Mr. Agada and other officials who may claim that they are still in charge until the expiration of their 4-year tenure, if we go by the exparte order by the State High Court?
Well, I said earlier that I am not a lawyer and I wouldn't know the implication of that on this, but then the constitution of the party, Article 13, is very clear that where there are crises in any organ of the party that would warrant a division, it is the prerogative of the National Secretariat to dissolve and set up a caretaker committee in the overriding interest of the party. And the National Secretariat indeed acted in line with its own constitution. Of course, as you know, political parties govern themselves using their own laws. So the injunction came late when the ESCO was already dissolved. So it has already been overtaken by events. It is of no effect as far as I know, but I'm not a lawyer and I wouldn't delve much into that. But what we are looking at is how the party will come back together and be stronger. And I therefore call on the two factions. I was a member of one of the factions, but we are happy that the National Secretariat has drawn out a unity list that has brought both factions together. And as a committee, we have started holding our meetings already in Abuja, where we are right now, to ensure that we come together, go back to the people that we agreed, and then bring them back online. So I beckon on both chairmen that have been dissolved to please, in the interest of the party, put aside their own personal interest and work in the interest of this party.
All right. Very interesting development. I guess we'll see how it all plays out in the coming days. James Oguga is a member of the newly constituted caretaker committee for the APC in Benue. Thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.